Have you ever ate a customer's leftover food before throwing it away?
I have not.
Yo, dog, I have.
I've thought about it. Like, they didn't even touch it.
I've done it.
But then I'm like, no.
fries.
I definitely, I was thinking fries, but nothing.
This was also pre-COVID.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
kind of like, I'm
I've
even
done it
weird about touching other people's plates after they ate. It's kind of
Oh, you get over that real fast. Welcome.
COVID.
Welcome to Line Check's Battle of the Houses. This is a contest featuring back of house and front of house. These are all service industry and hospitality professionals.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I currently serve at La Cita, a Filipino rotisserie in Chinatown in Los Angeles. But I've worked front of house jobs all over Long Beach.
Hi, I'm Megan. You might know me from my pop-up Cold Hearted, but I worked in kitchens for 10 plus years, all the way from mom and pop to Michelin star restaurants. And I'm representing back of house.
Damn. So I answer this or you?
You.
All right.
What's the rudest thing you've said to a back house or front of house worker?
Damn. I've been thinking about this. I don't know. I haven't said anything that mean. I probably just like, have I? Damn, really?
You pop off sometimes.
I think
Without knowing.
Yeah. I think the tone of my voice comes off kind of harsh sometimes. I think probably just like trying to get people to do their jobs.
I feel like you just want to get shit done.
Yeah,
And sometimes it comes across
really bossy.
bossy, but you're trying to be efficient.
Boss
But-
ass bitch. Yeah, I'm trying to be efficient. Just get your shit done. Like, do your job. It's not hard. Let's go.
That's
All right,
what
you
you're
gotta
saying.
answer now.
Yeah, same. I feel like I don't say mean things to people. I'm always about people learning as they go, but I do get impatient. There has been times where I'm like, what are you doing? That's it.
I did tell someone the other day to move with some urgency,
I think
but
that's
not
fine.
in like a nice
Yeah.
tone, probably.
Mine was just like, what are you doing? When they're like plating something and they know they're doing it
You
wrong.
say, what are you doing? You go, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I was really bad at it years ago, but now I'm a little bit more self-aware, so hopefully I'm not as rude anymore.
Sasha.
Fuck? I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Have you ever sabotaged your coworker or have been a victim of sabotage?
Oh, I've been a victim of sabotage.
Me as well.
Yeah. The one job I had, the shift lead or whatever, because we didn't have managers on the floor, decided to implement a new like side worksheet. And then the new rule was that you had to initial your name, and she told all the other servers to initial their name and didn't tell me, so I was like doing work and didn't know I was supposed to initial it, so it looked like I didn't do any fucking work.
Yeah. I've only been sabotaged, well, in culinary school for sure. Like, people would come turn up your burners or do something, so that they would look like they're like top of the class. And so they've burned my caramelized onions and all of that. But also in restaurants, like I have, like as an early, eager pastry chef, creating these recipes and then later finding out that people were taking credit for these recipes, like my higher up stealing my recipes. And then when I go to get, like try to get promotion, the owners didn't know it was me, like, and so they used those recipes. It's happened in a couple places, but it's more common than you would think, and it sucks, and there's no proof.
Yeah, there's no proof. I mean, that's what the squirrel like thing, Jam-geddon, like who stole whose recipes to use and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gnarlier than.
But
just
I've
being
never
like,
sabotaged.
You didn't do side work. It's like, oh, you stole my creative like property.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. But have you ever sabotaged someone?
No, I don't think I've ever sabotaged anyone on purpose.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, here we go.
I'll let you have it.
Do you have an exit plan to leave the industry? How and why?
Definitely not. I feel like
There we go.
hospitality is my life. And I feel like there's been times where I definitely have wanted to leave. Like during COVID, I definitely thought about it because I didn't know what the industry was gonna look like. And I worked mostly pastry for the better half of my career. And so during pandemic, like people were not hiring pastry chefs. It was definitely a luxury.
No one cared about the sweets.
No, they were like, we're just doing takeout, and that doesn't include you. So when
people
I
be
had
baking
to
all their
switch to savory
cookies.
because of that, but I had considered leaving. But now, no, definitely not. I love it. I feel like if I left, I would feel like part of me would be missing, for sure.
I like tried to sort of leave and did like sales for like 6 months, like beer sales, and it was the fucking worst thing I've ever done. I hate driving, and I hated
Oh yes, I remember these times.
I hated going into other people's space and like having to like sell them something. I didn't realize that like it was so much nicer to have people come into like your space as a server, because then you had like I don't know, you just like a sense of
You're going into other
ownership.
people's homes.
Yeah, I had to go into their homes and be like, yo, buy my stuff. And it was like, it was awful. But that was like an attempt to like not be in a restaurant. And I had like a little crisis about it. And then I started working at like an actual, like real restaurant, or a restaurant that took hospitality like seriously as like a profession. And I was like, oh, my people.
Yeah.
My people.
It's like when you see other people that actually care as much as you
Yeah,
do.
I was like, all these people are like actors as they are in LA and writers or whatever on their off time. But like when we're at work, it was like super serious.
Like
and
it wasn't their profession.
Yeah. And they were still really serious though. Like it was still like
good.
a restaurant full of like professionals, and I was like, damn, we all care about this. And you like actually learn the wines, or you like actually learn the menu, and like I'm not the only one being like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah. Anytime that I've wanted to leave, I just need to like I've switched positions in the kitchen and in restaurants.
Yeah.
My whole career. So
I'm all, should I go to cooking school?
I know, we've been talking about that. I mean, you know, so I feel like you just gotta either change your environment or change your position.
Yeah, I don't want to leave. I kind of want to, you know,
We're stuck.
do it. Ow!
It was me.
My finger, it's broken.
Oh, yes, this is perfect. This is perfect. If you could, what would you say to a customer who left no tip?
That kind of just happened the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I have anything to say other than like, what the fuck? Why? Thought we had a thing here. Thought it was a nice thing.
Also, don't go out to eat if you can't leave a tip.
Yeah, there's that. It's just like, I don't know. I'm always just like, are we okay? Are you good? I thought we were good.
Did I do something wrong? Did you not tell me something?
Having a good time. No? Okay. Yeah, I never understand it. Like, I think I'm pretty good at my job, so I'm always looks like 10%.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of like a shock at the bill than it is about me.
Yeah, I think it's more like they
maybe
just
I'm
don't
not
wanna
as
spend the
self-aware as
money.
I think I am.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. What would you say?
Mm.
Aside from like what you just said.
I was talking to someone about it the other day because this happened, and it was a pretty large bill, and they said keep the change,
Oh, that shit's
and it was
happening.
$4.
Oh yeah.
And I was like talking about it, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And someone told me that next time that they're going to just bring the $4 back and put it on the table and be like, here's your $4. To like show the table that they're like, that's all you left. Like
that happens.
that was like a stick it to you type of thing, rather than like having to say like, are you gonna tip me? Because you're not gonna say that.
No, I'm not gonna say anything to me. That did happen to me similarly though. At this restaurant, there was like I had a party. So like my section was like the whole banquet section. So I had like a bunch of two tops. And 4 of the two tops were like pushed together. I had like 10 top right there, and then I had a little solo two top. And the people at the little two top of themselves were like young. They were like in their early 20s, but they were married or whatever. She had like a big old ring on, and they were whatever. But they were super young. And I had this big party, and the party was kind of young people too, and I was like taking care of them, and it was like a whole thing. And then they did the thing. They said, oh, I left you with the changes for you, and they all paid in cash, and I picked it up, I counted the dollars, and it was literal coins in my fucking hand, literal coins. And I was just like, and this little couple, this couple saw, like I literally dropped some on the table. I had to like scoop it back in, and then as I was scooping the coins into my hands, the big party was like, can you take a picture for us? And I like, I literally just like swallowed the fucking like anger and was just like, okay, look over here, took their photo, whatever. They left. And the couple right there, like watched this whole interaction, watched me like do the thing or whatever. That party left, and I like came back and, oh, how are you doing? You know, pour the water, and they're like, did they seriously just leave you coins? And I was like, yes. And they were like, how did you just take their photo? And I was like, you know, whatever, it'll come back around, like, not a big deal. Like, I'm mad for 5 seconds and it's whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. There are other things to worry about. And this couple was like so shocked at my like reaction of like, I'm not gonna say shit, that they left me so much money as a tip. They like tipped for their party and then they tipped for them, and I was just like, it was so nice.
And then that's where you're like, oh, there is hope in this world.
Yeah, and that's why I will probably never yell at anyone for not leaving me a tip, because like,
that's on them. That's their karma.
And like, yeah, that's their karma. And like, the fact that I was nice about it, like, I came around like literally immediately.
Yeah.
So, so fuck it, I won't ever say anything.
Oh no.
Have you ever ate a customer's leftover food before throwing it away?
I have not.
Yo, dog, I have.
I've thought about it. Like, they didn't even touch it.
I've done it.
But then I'm like, no,
fries.
I definitely, I was thinking fries, but nothing.
This was also pre-COVID.
Oh yeah,
I'm
kind of like, I'm even
done it
weird about touching other people's plates after they ate. It's
Oh, you get over that real fast. Welcome.
COVID.
Yeah, no, I haven't done it post-COVID, but I've definitely done it beforehand. But nothing like, I didn't take a bite of a burger or anything. It would just be like, yo, you left an oyster on this oyster tray? Like, I'm fucking eating that. The scallops
I
or
wouldn't
whatever.
do it.
Why? What are they gonna do to the oyster? Don't even touch
what if
it.
I don't know.
I don't
Just
know.
ask the kitchen to make you something. I mean, not all places.
Not all kitchens are like that.
I'm in the kitchen like, you want to taste it?
You're like, I'll shuck you an oyster.
You want an oyster?
There's also been moments where like my family's come in and I've like eaten a bunch of food off their plate, and then I think about like in bigger kitchens where I don't know anybody, and like I just think like, damn, this dishwasher watching me do this is probably like, what the fuck is wrong with her? As I'm like scarfing like whatever that my mom just left.
That's different if it's your family.
Yeah, but it's like funny to like watch it as like an onlooker. Like, damn,
Not me.
gross.
Not me. You're gross.
You're gross. I'm like all jumpy, like makes me like, it gives me anxiety.
Have you ever walked out on a job? Go ahead.
No, I've never walked out. I've always did my due diligence to leave in a good place.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. For sure.
You've done it!
I mean, have I done it? No, not fully.
What does that even mean?
I didn't
not
walk
fully?
out on my shift. But there was a place that I worked there. They were pretty horrible. And there was a moment where they said something to us. And I just remember thinking, I'm not coming back tomorrow.
That's nice.
And
So you didn't come back.
I didn't come back, which is pretty wild for me because I've given jobs months notice.
Yeah, I'm usually good about that.
But they were pretty, it was pretty crazy.
The
But
worst,
I wouldn't walk out on shift. I wouldn't do that to my team.
yeah, because it doesn't actually fuck the owner ever.
No.
It just fucks.
I did feel bad
Everybody
for the
work
team,
with.
but at that point, I was like, I cannot support or work for this company anymore. This is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst thing I did is that I like went into a job knowing it was my last shift. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna mop today. Fuck it, I'm not mopping. What are they gonna do, fire me? That was what I said in my head. And I walked into the restaurant and the whole restaurant was like flooded with soapy water, and the owner was like, hey, we're like scrubbing the whole floor before we open today. And I was just like, damn it. The karma for just thinking that is making me now scrub and then also mop and then open.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Here we go. You know, universe teaches you a lesson. Didn't even say it out loud.
I mean, I didn't want to do that, but it just, sometimes you have
gotta-
standards, and I was tired of getting
Abuse.
abused in the kitchen, yeah, pretty much.
Like pans thrown at you?
Just very old school mentality for sure.
Yeah. Supposedly it happens all the time.
I mean, and the rest of the people were green, so they had no clue, and I was like, nah, not me. I don't deal with this anymore. Oh, I helped you. Take it.
Don't forget to subscribe to Line Check.
Is that what it is?
That's it.
If you haven't already.
Fucking
forgot that part.
subscribe. There we go. Damn it.
Have you ever been a victim of a bad Yelp review?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. A recent one. This girl had like a little, like, okay.
Yelp is just for the complainers.
If you order a bottle of wine at a restaurant and the wine is empty, the bottle is empty, and you have like half of this left in your cup and a fly goes in it, and then you ask for a glass of that? No. I'm gonna just open a whole nother bottle of wine just so you can have like an ounce of wine.
I know this story and I have opinions.
I made a joke. I was like, I'll fish it out for you. And they did not think it was funny.
I know, but in that sense, I feel like you have to cater to the guests. I feel like you should open another
bottle.
No, I wouldn't open a whole other bottle. You should have splashed them with something I'd open. I'm sorry,
telling
there's a fly.
It was like this much wine in the cup. It was like nothing.
At the end of the day, you're risking your tip, so I would say, like,
I didn't think
get
so.
rid of it.
We were joking.
Can I give you a splash?
We had a rapport.
Yeah,
we had a whole thing.
Then...
I low-key thought they were joking, and I was like, oh my God, you're not joking. And then you wrote a review and had a photo of the little dead gnat. Please, it was like a gnat. It wasn't even like a big
I mean, obviously it's not your fault, but I would have just splashed them with literally anything. It would have sucked it
They
up.
were like 21. Who the fuck? Like, get off Yelp. That's like for our parents. Come on. I was pissed.
I had a bad Yelp review. I was helping front of house because it was the one day that I was helping front of house and I was still cooking. So I was running back and forth, like trying to help them. It was like an event day, like people had called out, and I'm helping this table and it was really intense. It was an older couple and she kept saying, my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, can you get him this, can you get him that? And she had an iPad and she was also taking photos of me on her iPad, like very close up of the food. It was very weird. She was clearly not there for the event we were throwing. She had no clue what was going on. She asked for napkins. I gave her napkins, but also like I was rushing around. I was probably not giving the best service, but I was giving service and I was just annoyed, like, get your iPad out of my face. And she posted the photo. It's a photo of me walking away, action photo, and she called me apparently I didn't give her boyfriend enough napkins.
It's like
Bigfoot
sighting. Like,
yes,
you're like
literally, exactly. In my kitchen apron, out there on the floor, and she said I was the crabby, tattooed napkin saver because I didn't give her enough napkins.
Oh, okay.
And I'm so sorry.
Gosh darn.
I gave her a whole stack, but wasn't enough for her.
I got a bad Yelp review once because I was holding this giant tray of waters like this, and I was trying to set them on the table, and they like tipped over on a gentleman that happened to be in a wheelchair. And our bathrooms were upstairs, and the elevator in the restaurant was broken, which, okay, that is not my fault.
Yeah, of course.
But I spilled the water over and, I did all the things. How can I help you? Blah, blah, blah. Send a manager over and everything. And they still wrote a bad Yelp review about me.
The also funny thing was, in my Yelp review,
I was horrified.
They were complaining about me with the napkins. They had no clue I also worked in the kitchen. And she was raving about the dessert, that was her favorite thing of the night. And I made the dessert. So I was like, all right, well, I mean,
just go to show, no one knows shit. No one knows shit. Yelp is dumb.
Yelp is dumb.
Yelp is dumb.
That's the real.
I feel like I'm gonna like spill this all over my body when I like hit that. What?
What?
What's the worst establishment you've worked for? You have to name them.
Nope.
And why?
I can't.
All right, so it looks like you're taking your first
because it's the same place I walked out of, and we're not walked out. I can't.
We're not talking about it. We're talking about it, but we're not naming it.
Just take a little baby shot.
Yeah. I'm not talking about this either. Sorry. I hate Burnett. This is a very like sus one. Okay, yeah, to not throwing ourselves under the bus.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's like to your soul. I hate it. Like I just brush my teeth with like molasses or something.
All right, here's the question. Should front of house and back of house share tips equally?
Yes. I just very strongly think that like I am like as a server, yes, my talent is like dealing with people, but like as an extrovert, I don't think that's hard. So I never think.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just don't think it's hard, and so I can't make a pie. I can't make crudo. I can't make whatever. I can't rotisserie chicken. Whatever the fuck. I mean, I'm sure I could, but I'm not. So,
I think, yeah, everyone should get tips equally. We're all working towards a common goal. The guest is tipping based off service and food. Like, they're not going to tip if the food wasn't good. They're not going to tip.
Well,
if the service wasn't
they
good.
do tip when the food is not good. I will say I've won some people over.
Okay, you can win people over.
I just like in an establishment, like there's just no way it's not going to run. Like, it's just.
I also think that Back of House should just get a little bit higher pay
I just think everyone
and
should
tips.
be able to just
Because
live their
if you think
lives.
about it, Back of House, a lot of people have committed their life to cooking. Like, I went to culinary school. I've been learning for the past
Also,
how
like,
long?
yes, that. And also there's like, oh, my freaking leg is stuck under here. I cannot, okay.
Like, a
Also-
server can be taught, but like a chef commits their life to learning it.
Okay, yeah, that, and also like all the undocumented workers that have fled really shitty places or, you know, whatever, like this is how they're making money and they're gonna make pennies in comparison to me. Like, that is so fucked.
That's not
And they
okay.
usually work way harder than I do,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like, I got pretty drunk last night at work. Whoops, I did. And it was fine. It was fine. It was after service. Whatever. But like, my job is easy. My job is easy. And like, someone washing dishes for 8 straight hours, it's not easy.
No.
And they
Everyone
should have
get tipped out
my
equally.
hundreds of dollars that I make in a night doing nothing and talking about bullshit with people. That's what I think. Schmoozing them. Winning them over.
Yeah. It's a whole team effort. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's a wrap. Thank you for participating. Cheers.
She is.
Thanks, Sasha.
These weren't very spicy questions.
Pretty nice.
We done here?
You're done.
Thanks. We did it.
We should have been
Were
more
you
mean to each
scared?
other. Oh no,
They
because
didn't-
I didn't know who it was,
they
and they
didn't-
were freaking me out.
They didn't